Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Francesca. You know what, I actually need like a proper intro because I don't have one, and every time it's just like hi guys and then blah. But anyway, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to cover your spots. Now I think you can see this makeup's been on a while. It's been on about 10 hours, maybe more. So I'm kind of getting a little bit oily, a little bit bit wearing off, as I guess you'd say. Also, you can see the like really bad ones still through it, like that one there, but the rest are pretty covered as well. So obviously I am no makeup expert, however I do know what works for me and how to maybe help you guys cover your spots. I'm also not saying that I have like acne or anything, but my skin is very pigmented and extremely red, so I know how to cover that. Now for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to remove the makeup where I mainly get spots, which is my jaw. I don't actually have any on my forehead or anything like that, so I'm going to keep the makeup on like this bit, simply so you can just kind of refer and see all the time how like it gets from this to this. So I'm just using the Simple Micellar cleansing wipes, and I'm just going to basically just take off my makeup. Okay, so it's all off now, so I'll let you have a bit of a closer look of my spotty face. It is worse on this side, so I'll definitely be showing you closer on this side here than this one, because I've got a few there, but it's actually clearing up, but this side isn't. So we're working on that. Okay, now remember, normally my skin would be fresh and it's not. It has had a lot of makeup on today, so it's probably not going to go on maybe as well as it would have done like 10 hours ago. But I would normally have my moisturiser on, my oils, my serums, and the special like spot stuff from Dermalogica that I use under my makeup to fight all of my spots as well. But I'm not doing all that because it's literally after this video it's all coming off anyway, because it's been on for so long and I just want to lie down with no makeup on. So the first step that I'm doing is using this NYX Colour Correcting palette. Now this was very cheap and works well. As you can see, I don't use many of the colours. That yellow one there is the main one I use. So I'm just going to take that shade, the yellow there, and I'm basically just going to spread this, put it on big spots, little spots. Oh, I've got a new spot. But this is why I run out of this colour first by far, because I literally just pack it on. Okay, now we're looking like we've just rolled around in like yeast, which is perfect. What we're going to do is get 2 full coverage foundations, or just one would be great. But obviously, as you can see, these 2 are very different colours, and I'm not quite this one and I'm not quite that one, so I just mix them both. I normally mix them with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation? No, Flawless Filter, yeah. To create that really like fresh, glowy skin. But for the sake of just this video, I'm not going to do that. If you want me to do that, then just say you would like a foundation routine and I'll do a separate video on all of that. But both of these are very full coverage. This one's more high-end than this one, but actually I would have said this one is better for my skin by far. Obviously I know I'm a little bit off colour, but nevertheless I would definitely say that. And when you apply them as well, again keeping on the whole full coverage, because we are trying to cover up here and conceal instead of just being really sheer basically. So the brush that I'm using is the Smashbox Full Coverage Foundation one. These is basically how it looks. I washed it the other day, but I used it this morning, so it just looks dirty again. But I definitely recommend using a brush and not a beauty blender, because beauty blenders soak up the foundation and they will create a sheerer effect all over the skin, rather than a brush that will buff it actually into the skin and take not as much product actually like sucked into it. obviously you can see that there is some, that actually looks pretty gross, sorry, it's not, I swear to God, I literally cleaned it the other day. But obviously, as I've just mentioned, brushes do need more cleaning because they do get foundation stuck in it, and foundation is normally where bacteria is. So if you are putting a brush onto your skin, you're going to make sure that you want to clean it a lot as well, otherwise you are going to cause spots again. Okay, now I am well aware that these foundations probably, well, actually the top face, my bottom bit of my face will look slightly different because they are mixed differently basically. Okay, and you're going to want to focus the area on the spots and really just dab it. Make sure to pull it down your neck as well. Okay, yeah, you can see there is a change definitely in the foundations, but nevertheless you do get the point. So all the redness has gone. Next I get my damp beauty blender when this is all, you know, waited a few minutes, and I get the flat side of it and literally just push it into the skin. Next, I would quite heavily powder this all down to make sure it stays for the full day, especially since I've started working. I don't really like to get the full like blending brushes out and start getting it all on. So I do make sure that I powder it down very, very well before I actually go to work. Okay, now you can see that there are a few still left. However, when you do get your contour on and your bronzer and your highlight and blah, 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 it tends to fade. Not only that, but I put on a very little amount of foundation, so considering that the majority of them look gone, that's not bad going. I normally do put on a little bit more, but I wasn't quite sure how much I was going to need just to kind of fill this bit of my face out, because I've never actually done that before. But I don't think that was too bad considering that it's all gone. Okay, so that was my quick little video on showing you guys how to basically cover your spots or any red areas as well. Now, before this video ends, I will actually talk you through this palette here, because when I first got it, I was very confused on which colour goes where, what to use on what type of skin. Now, you've got to remember that NYX has created this palette, or NYX, I call it NYX. But anyway, they've created this palette for every single skin tone out there, whether it's like really dark skin, whether it's tanned, a little bit oily, dry, my skin, which is like not light, not, I don't know, we'll say medium, because I like to think I'm tanned, but I'm really not. I'm really pale. So the green one there, that was for covering really red areas, such as like if you've picked your face and then it's been bleeding and now it's like not scarred over, but like a blood blister kind of over. That sounds really gross, but basically just like a clot at the surface. That sounds even worse. But like dried blood, basically, that would be covering it. As you can see, it has been used. The only two that haven't are the bottom two. I've kind of tried them all out. However, I really wouldn't recommend the green one for my colour skin personally, because sometimes, depending on which foundation I use, obviously, sometimes it doesn't cover the colour green, obviously, because no one's skin should be the colour green. It should be like a skin colour. So yeah, I would say maybe use that really sparingly, or just use lots of the yellow colour, which I do use because foundation covers it up a lot better, as you can see. Now, the purple is apparently for under eyes, but when I used it on the under eyes, it really just like really brought out the darkness in it, and I really wasn't loving that. So maybe that is for girls or boys that have a deeper skin colour. So you know what, actually, let me know. Let me know, because I've never used that shade on a darker skinned model before, so you guys let me know, is it working for you, is it not, because I'd love to know just generally. This pink shade here, I have used it, as you can see. I then actually replaced the purple under eye bit for the pink to see if it made a difference, because I'm always really self-conscious of my under eye bags. They never look that bad on camera, but trust me, they're creeping. They are in there somewhere. But basically this pink shade here worked alright, but it made like my concealers and stuff clot a little bit, and I just didn't like it at all. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just going back to what I used to do because it suits me so much more. And then these bottom two shades I know 100% are for deeper skinned people, because there's not a chance that I could put those on my skin and actually look half normal, especially that really brown shade there. As you can see, that's literally never been touched, because if I put that on my face, I think it would honestly just look like I'd just like smothered mud on it. And not sure about you, but that's not a look I'm going for. But as I said, I literally think this could be like £5 maybe, I don't know, but I basically only use that shade. So if they could bring out like a big pot of just that shade, that'd be brilliant. Let me know. Okay, so that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching it all the way through, and please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and let me know if you are interested in buying this palette. Obviously this is not like an advert for NYX or that specific colour correcting palette. It's not, it's just a video of me showing you how I cover the majority of my spots. Obviously if you have a concealer that's the same shade as the foundation, you can put that on top of the actual spots to conceal them even more. But anyway, I'm actually finishing it now, so please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and turn your little notifications on, which will send you a notification to let you know that I've posted. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.